Greetings, greetings, greetings. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to today's broadcast. Whether you're on LinkedIn, whether you're on Facebook, whether you are on YouTube or TikTok, I want to take this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you to this morning's conversation. I am Dr. Daphne Clarke-Hudson. I am a spiritual healer. I am your why and soul purpose coach, consultant, and mentor. And for those of you who would be ready to consult with me, you can click on my link in the conversation, daphne.clarkhudson.booksy.com, or you can text me at 203-885 5093, and I will send you the booking information. I only do consultation through private appointments, and I do not do any public consultation here on my live. So welcome. For those of you who are new, I appreciate your support. Kindly share the conversation with your community so long as you are gaining value. Regardless of which of the platforms you're on, I really appreciate your interaction, your feedback. It just energizes the conversation. So get involved. Write your comments, even if I don't reply to them now. When I go back and review, I will be sure to respond. A few days ago, maybe approximately 4 days or so ago, I did a conversation on conscious breathing. And I told you that when I did the research, I came across a book and I had ordered the book for myself. So I want to show you guys the book in case you want to screenshot the book and get it for yourselves. This is the book, so screenshot it so you can buy it for yourself and you can begin to enhance your breathing and to get the benefit from your proper breathing. Little did I know that for my entire life I was breathing incorrectly. And I'm sure I am not the only one. I'm not getting paid to promote this book. I am just showing it to you because it is a valuable resource to have. I was excited when I spoke about it and one of my moderators shared with me that he had read the book. So I know I was in good company. Oh, you are very welcome. I know I was in good company when he shared that. Let me tell you, information is golden. Information is golden. And I encourage you all to read. Close the televisions off and start to do some reading. All right? So, Please go ahead and share the likes, share the live, and so we can get some people in. This morning, it's going to be short and sweet. We are going to be talking about reinvention. Reinvention is what we are talking about this morning. Reinvention. And I'm sure each and every one of us, we know somebody that need some reinventing. A lot of times that person is looking right back at us in the mirror, right? Too often we spend time looking outside when we need to be looking in the mirror. So let's get into this conversation this morning. All right? Reinventing ourselves requires us to change. Before we can start the reinvention process, we need to accept and agree that a change is needed. Yes? And it is more valuable when we can look in the mirror for ourselves and realize that that change is needed. For some people, they take offense when you mention to them that a change is needed. Instead of embracing it and be in gratitude that someone loves them enough to encourage them to change. So let me tell you, for someone who has been on this journey for a long time, stop taking things personally and be receptive when someone loves you enough to point out areas that they see you need to tweak. I know I'm talking to somebody. Be receptive and embrace the recommendation when somebody tells you there is an area you need to touch up. Sometimes it is something you've been struggling with for a while. For some, and for others, you probably didn't even know what it is until the person. Good morning, Jennifer. For some, you probably did not even know until the person suggested to you. And instead of you embracing it and say, let me do the work, you begin to be offended. All right? So, before we get into this argument, a conversation, about reinvention, I want to tell you, get the chips off your shoulders. Get the chip off your shoulders, because not everyone is about to get to you. There are people who genuinely believes in what you are about to do or are doing and want to see you move ahead. So, stop walking around with chips on your shoulders, because when you're getting ready to reinvent, you don't have time to sweat the small stuff. All right? Now, as I've said, reinvention, first and foremost, requires us to accept that a change is needed. Yeah, a change is needed. The next thing we need to ask ourselves, am I willing to do the work? Yes, the change is needed, but am I going to be willing to do what it takes to bring about that change? Reinventing means that we will have to get out of our comfort zone. That soft, cozy, warm, comfortable place that we have been sitting for years and decades. We've been sitting there, confused, worried, depressed, struggling, and the list goes on. And with all of those things, we are still sitting there, not wanting to get up. Not wanting to get up. Not wanting to reinvent who we are. Not wanting to do the work. Not wanting to read a book. Not wanting to watch a video. Not wanting to take a class, a workshop, a conference, or whatever it takes for us to reinvent. There comes a time when we got to look in the mirror and say, enough is enough. I have had enough. I have had enough. Yes. Sophie said comfort zone is a trap. Ooh, yeah. That is so powerful. Comfort zone is indeed a trap. The trap that holds us in mediocrity. The trap that holds us in imposter syndrome. Yes, indeed, Sophie, it's a trap. So, once we accept that a change is needed, this change that is getting us out of the comfort zone, it's not going to be easy, but it's necessary. And as you embark on this journey of reinvention, these are the things that more than likely will be needed. You got to recondition your mind. So what happened? You're going to need a new mindset. You're going to be thinking differently. Greatness can never be comfortable, as it is forever evolving to remain great. Exactly. Exactly, Queen. Exactly. We got to begin to think differently. Because guess what? If you're going to take the old mindset that you had while you were stuck in the comfort zone, it's not going to help you. Because you're going to go with the same old habits and patterns. And it is definitely not going to be working for you. So you got to say to yourself, hey, it's time for something new. I can't be thinking the same way. I can't be acting the same way. I can't be associating with the same people. I can't be living the same lifestyle like I used to live. I can't be eating the same foods. I can't be listening to the same music. I can't be reading the same trash. Because what you know, what goes inside is what's coming out. So if you're going to reinvent, you're going to do the makeover. A reinvention is like a life makeover. So where does the reinvention start? It starts from the inside. And you know what? I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, from personal experience, once we focus on the inside, we don't need to concentrate on the outside, because the work that we do on the inside begin to show itself on the outside. Yes, Jennifer said coming out of the comfort zone is a transformation and a new you. Exactly. So I know folks spend a lot of money investing on the outside, and they have not touched the inside. So when they think they're getting ready to evolve, they're back down in deep depression, because they have not done the right thing. So begin to do your reinvention from the inside out. Inside out. You're going to begin to get evidences from people around you, because they ask you things like, what's going on with you? There's something about you that is different. You look happy. You sound this way. You have a whole new energy, a whole new vibration with you. And you can smile and say, I'm just focusing on inside. I'm just doing inside of me. You see, once we do reinvention from the inside out, we don't have to convince people about what we are doing, because the work we are doing will be showing up. The work we are doing will attract us to the right people. The work we are doing will begin to make room for us. Reinvention is necessary. The reinvention could be an overhaul of your business. You have been stuck in what you've been doing for so long. You forget that what you are doing is not to benefit you, it's for other people. But because you are so stuck in your comfort zone, you are not noticing that you are no longer adding value to others. Reinvention is necessary because unless we are willing to do the reinvention of ourselves, our careers, our life, and our businesses, we will never experience true success. I can tell you, it's not one reinvention or two or three. We can do reinvention as often as it is required. As often as it is required. When you have a goal, you have a vision. You keep looking on where to shine the bright light. What do I need to do to bring more value to the people I serve? What do I need to do to make my product or my service better? So, as you reinvent yourselves, as we reinvent ourselves, words of wisdom, great. Thank you, Jennifer. We are also reinventing what we do for others. It's a whole circle, guys. When we are in service, we cannot be sitting comfortable. It's a circle. The reinvention continues. The reinvention continues. We got to be willing to see what we are experiencing and know that it's time for a tweak. Those of you who drive can probably relate to this. Have you ever asked yourselves this question? How comes I take my car to the mechanic, I get a tune-up for the engine, I get an oil change, and you know all the different things that we do to our motor vehicles. Our houses, we do spring cleaning and we do painting. All of those things. Did it ever dawn on you to say, I have never overhauled my life? I have never changed the oil of my life? I've never took a day's vacation to rest? The time has come when we got to view the way that we are treating ourselves. We have to understand the importance of reinventing who we are. It's time for reinvention. It's time for cleaning out. We got to make that decision. We got to know that unless we are willing to reinvent who we are, even during all of the pain and agony of doing the reinvention, we got to make our minds up and say, yes, I am going for it. I'm all the way in. Especially the times that we are in now. We got to learn to stay focused. There's a lot of noise and turmoil that's going on, sometimes in our community, sometimes even in our own families, our friends and loved ones. During this pandemic, there's so much noise that is going on. And if we are not cemented in who we are, we can lose track of the journey that we are on. It more than likely will take the reinvention to get us back on track of following the process. Follow the process. Keep your blinders on. Know when to shut conversations down. My favorite response now, I have found myself in situation where quite a few people ask me this question. And I don't know why the Spirit have me mentioning this, but I'm going to mention it. I have been out about my business, say hello to somebody or whatever, and the next question out of their mouths, greetings queen, is to ask me, oh, so what do you think about the vaccination? And I said, what do you mean what I think? I am fully vaccinated and boosted. And you know what? That shut that down right there. And you got to know how to protect yourselves. You got to know how to protect yourself, and don't allow people to pull you into all of their noise and mess. So I shut it down right there, because whatever I think has nothing to do with what you think. Oh my God, Daphne, you're so right. We do all these things and forget about ourselves. Yes, we got to protect who we are. Stand up, shut the noise down. Don't allow people to pull you into all of their drama. Shut it down. It's time to reinvent yourself. Some of you have been people pleasing for way too long. Make this commitment to yourselves today. I'm going to reinvent myself because I'm sick and tired of all of the drama. I'm sick and tired of all of the mediocrity. Because when you begin to re-examine and reinventing yourself, you see that you have gave your power away way too long. You gave your power away years ago, decades ago. And although it's going to be a struggle for you to grab your power back, you got to do it, kings and queens. It's time for reinvention. Not only in your career, not only in your job, not only in your business, not only in your relationship, but overall. It starts with you. You have to do that overall. Make that commitment to yourself and say, listen, every 3 months, I'm running my car over to get it, whatever you are doing to the car. But guess what? I need to do a personal reinvention of myself. And when you make the appointment to get the car done, you make the appointment to look about your inside before you take the car out. Because the car is going to go someday. So why not show some attention to yourself? Why not look into what it is you need to do to reinvent who you are? Oh my heavens, so many of us have dreams waiting to be birthed. But because we are sitting down and we are consumed by all of the noise that's around us and all of the drama that's around us, that's the reason why we can't even start the first labor pain to give birth to what it is we are impregnated with. It is time for reinvention. It is time for reinvention. You have been sitting too long, blaming others, grudging others, envious of other people's work, not realizing that for their entire lives, they have been reinventing and reinventing and reinventing. And they did the reinvention. And now because they have done it so long, all they are doing now is maintaining. So what you are looking at is not what you're calling overnight success for them. What you're looking on is all of the reinvention that they have been doing for themselves. The blessing with all of this is that, guess what? The universe does not give us a deadline. All we got to do is to say, yes, I am ready. And once we say, yes, we are ready, the universe will begin to work with us again. So I encourage you, let us not give up on our dreams. Let us stop quitting jobs and going from job to job to job. The reason you are uncomfortable where you are is because you are not honoring what you are called to do. So reinvent yourself so you can know what it is you are called for before you quit the job. Stay right there in that job where you're uncomfortable. Figure out what it is you are called for. So when you get to stepping out of there, you're going to be stepping right into what you're called to do. It's called reinventing who you are. I don't care how old you are. And none of you on here who is my age. None. So stop quitting on you. Stop quitting on you. Instead, reinvent. Commit to yourself. Commit to doing the work. Commit to getting the help. And know that the rest of my life begins today. And today, I am living it to my fullest. And I am giving it all that I have. And once you give it all that you have, your best is all that is expected from you. Accept a change is needed. Accept that I agree that a change is needed. Accept that, yes, I'm going to do the work. I'll do whatever it takes to reinvent who I am. And know that you deserve all of it. The world is waiting on you. The world is waiting on you. All right? So let's get ready to do the water therapy. Please, if you are just joining, I'm asking you to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get all of the content there. Make a commitment to yourself today that I will design a plan, create a structure for my reinvention. If it has to be, it's up to me. Are you willing to take that journey? Are you willing to make that commitment for yourself? Because it depends on what it is you want. It's not going to be easy. But remember, it is necessary. Stop watching what other people are doing and begin to live your best life now. Today is the only day that you have to live your best life. So live it to the fullest, because you will never, never, ever see this day again. Never. All right? So get your water. Bless your water. What is it that you require from your water? Clarity, strength, purification, whatever it is. Let your requests be known to your water, and then we will drink together. I ask that this water would go directly to all of my organs, strengthen them, purify my body of any dis-ease that is lurking in my body. I ask that this water will go to my joints, bloodstream, every muscle, every nucleus, every cell in my body. Those of you that are commencing the water therapy for the first time, start a journaling practice with it so you can track what you're working on. All right? So, I'm waiting to see Ready over there. And then once I see the Ready over there, we will do. So those of you on TikTok that's participating, go ahead and put the Ready in so we can do it collectively. On YouTube, if you are participating in the water therapy, go ahead and put that in the comments as well. All right? Okay, I don't see any Ready yet, so I'm going to do my water therapy. Okay. It is done. Okay, guys. So for those of you who are interested in consulting, click on the link, my Booksy link, and book your appointments, or text me 203-885-5093. I am Dr. Daphne Clarke-Hudson, spiritual healer, your why and soul purpose coach, consultant, and mentor. It was my intention to add some value to your life this morning, and I hope this conversation has helped you to do so. Kindly share the live with other people. Encourage others to subscribe to my channel. And let us go out there and reinvent who we are and what we are about so we can bring the needed change in our world. Love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow morning right back here at 6 a.m. Eastern. Love you. Bye.